Is the Xbox One a buy it now, or is it still an early adopter's toy? I'm Alex Roth, and this is Tech Radar's Xbox One March update. The Xbox One has had two big patches in the last few months. An update in February broke My Games and Apps into two separate feeds and added a queue for active downloads. It also added an on-screen battery meter for the controller, plus changes to the Friends list and overall interface. Just in time for Titanfall, the March update improved the Friends app. It's now much easier to invite friends to games and track down people you just played with. The patch also added support for most third-party headsets with the headset adapter. It required me to update my controllers though. Yes, the actual controller, which you connect to the system by USB. It's really strange and pretty annoying. Let's hope future controllers are sold with the patch pre-installed. Microsoft has another patch planned for April, which will add notifications for friends signing in, a reputation system for Xbox Live, improved video quality for the game DVR, and do some fine-tuning of the Kinect's voice commands. There have been a lot of patches, mostly bringing things that we should have had to begin with. Right now, owning an Xbox One feels a bit like living in a house that's still having its roof put on. I'm not saying the early adopters got burned. I'll wait and see if Microsoft can go a year before a console redesign or a price drop before I make that call. Still, the Xbox One feels like a work in progress. Thankfully, it's starting to get some great games. When I first reviewed the system, all that really held my attention were Assassin's Creed 4, Dead Rising 3, and NBA 2K14. Of those games, only Dead Rising is exclusive to the Xbox, and the others can even be played on last-gen systems. Not a huge incentive to buy. Now we've got Titanfall, the Call of Duty with mechs online shooter everyone was waiting for. It's a great game, but only if you're into online multiplayer with the general masses. There's no single player, and the story mode is basically the multiplayer levels with voiceover slapped on top. We're also waiting for them to add support for private matches. Titanfall is definitely $60 worth of online game, and the Xbox Live servers have been holding it down admirably. Short of a few hours on day one, it's been a whole lot smoother than EA's other shooter launch, Battlefield 4. The One also has a smattering of smaller, download-only games like Strider from Capcom. Microsoft also has a handful of indie titles on the way, games like Super Time Force and Kickstarter darling Hyper Light Drifter. We don't have an actual release date for those titles, but Microsoft is obviously trying to catch up with Sony in the indie department, and it's backed some great looking games to do it. There's also Project Spark, which is almost more of a game building game than an actual game. If that's confusing, think Little Big Planet, but in 3D. Or just download the game. It's currently in open beta for the One and the PC. Now the place where Microsoft systems are absolutely getting beat by Sony's would be free games. Right now, PS Plus subscribers get Dead Nation and Resogun, two solid arcade shooters for the PS4. But going back to last gen, there are 12 PS3 games for subscribers right now, and 6 on the Vita. And it's not a bunch of shovelware either. PS3 versions of Borderlands 2, XCOM Enemy Unknown, and Bioshock Infinite are all free for subscribers. These are some of the best games of last year. All Microsoft is offering is Dungeon Defenders on the 360. That game is solid, but it's 4 years old. When you consider that Live costs more than PS Plus, it's almost insulting. Microsoft did tell me it'll have more to announce on that front soon, so at least it's aware. On the new game Horizon, current One owners have Kinect Sports Rivals, Watch Dogs, and Wolfenstein: The New Order to look forward to, and don't forget Destiny in September. If those games all turn out to be great, it could definitely push the Xbox One into buy it now territory. For now though, the Xbox One is still an early adopter's toy, but so is the PS4. Neither have enough standout games to merit a purchase from the average gamer. Also, the Xbox One is bulky, and so is its price tag. I can't help but wonder if there'll be a price drop or a redesign within a year. Right now, the Xbox One is a Titanfall machine that listens to you and plays Blu-rays. Catch up on the last-gen games you missed, and wait for the Xbox One's library to get bigger and cheaper. I'm Alex Roth, and this is Tech Radar.